Hey everybody, it's me, Sabrina from Make It Make Sense, and tonight's another amazing episode of our Make It Make Sense Chronicles. And I'm here in the studio. We are going live as always. I'm here with Lily,
Gang, gang.
and Rocco will be joining us in a minute. If he's not late, it's not Rocco. That's man's never on time. Thank goodness, just thank goodness that that Lily's here so we can get this thing started. So. Tonight's episode is super, super exciting. This is actually about first date debacles, dilemmas, and I'm gonna let Lily start with this because the reason we decided to do this episode tonight of Make It Make Sense is because she had a first date, which was what it was. It was interesting.
Girlfriend.
So what do you expect on a first date? What do you want on a first date? Has the art of dating actually gone away? I mean, I know the first date that I've had, the last time I had a first date, it was on my couch in my living room because I just didn't feel like getting dressed up and going anywhere because it was too much of a show. I just what you see is what you get kind of thing. So let's get started with Lily and we'll talk about her first date debacle. So go ahead, Lily.
Okay. What I want for a first date is just,
No. Start with what the first date was, so first.
Okay.
8:30. But you go out there and fall around. Come on. You're on live. So go ahead.
Okay, so the first date, basically, he asked me out to dinner, so I get dressed for the occasion. Even though we enjoyed just a little cold, so I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going out to dinner. Man, this man took me to Baskin and Robbins, y'all. When you talk about somebody was pissed off, first of all, if you tell me we going to dinner, I want to eat. I don't want no damn soft serve. And then
wait. I'm going to take it back. We're going to step back a little bit. So Lily shows up at work, and she's like, "Hey, Brie, I've got a date tonight." I was like, "Okay, cool. Tell me about the date." She goes, "Well, it's my first date," and I'm like, "Well, what are you guys going to do?" I'm going to go to dinner. I was like, "Okay, that's a good first date. Where are you going?" Don't have any idea. Perfect. It was what time you hit me up? It was what? 12, probably about midnight. Maybe it was even that. It was probably like 10:30, 11.
Yeah, about 10:30.
Yeah, she says, "Girl, you up?"
Yeah, I hit her with the girl with the whole bunch of L's in the text message.
I said, "Yeah." I said, "What's going on?" And I fell asleep. And by the time I had like 15 text messages about this whole night. So go ahead and finish it, Lily.
Right. So he took me to Baskin and Robbins. That wasn't even a kicker to the date. The date was, one, you tried to order for me. Please don't order anything for me because you don't know me, so you don't know what I like. Then you try to give me a medium size. A medium is 2 scoop. I need at least 4. Okay. I need at least 4. Then I'm eating ice cream in 30-degree weather. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make the best of this date. So now we're sitting there inside of Baskin and Robbins, eating the ice cream, whatever the case might be. Y'all, this man started chewing on ice cream.
Oh my God.
How the hell do you chew ice cream? You ain't had no toppings. I don't know who had cookie crumbles and shit like that. You chewing on ice cream.
So it's a first date. Lily gets all dressed up in her Sunday go meeting clothes. She's ready to go. She's already fantasizing, like, man, this guy's kind of cute. Maybe I'm into him. Because you know how women are. That's what we do. We really shouldn't. But if you ask us on a date, we get a little excited. That's what we do. We're like, okay, maybe this is my next future ex-boyfriend kind of thing.
Right.
So she's all dressed up. No place to go. They go to Baskin Robbins. Man, I'm telling you, it's soft serve? What?
I was mad as hell. And then you try to tell me I get a medium. First of all, I need at least 4 scoops. So that's a large. And I can pay the difference. Like, I got to pay for my own stuff.
He said to get a medium?
Yeah.
Well, if you're taking me for ice cream, you're not going to tell me what size to get.
Okay, then I'm trying to make the best of the date. Whatever the case may be. I thought the conversation was decent. It wasn't a bad conversation at all. But when you started chewing on ice cream, that was a no for me. Because how the hell you chewing on ice cream? And it's soft serve. So it's soft as hell. As soon as it hits your tongue, it's melting.
And I'm one of those people that if you would have taken me to a first date to an ice cream parlor, you said hell to the no.
No, but that's the thing though, Brie. I wouldn't have minded if you would have said I'm taking you on a date. Don't tell me I'm taking you on a date to dinner. I'm thinking I'm going to eat. You took me to get ice cream, so now my expectations don't went.
You're
mad.
I'm hungry. I got to go home. I'm hangry.
I gotta go home and eat because you done fed me ice cream. Okay, but then he says to me as we're leaving, because we drove our own cars, he says, "Oh, you coming home with me to watch movies and stuff?"
Hell no.
I hit him with the fuck no.
Hell no, I'm not going anywhere.
No, you gotta say how I said it. I said, fuck no. I'm going home. I'm hungry. It's cold. You done fed me ice cream. I got to go home. He was just like, I don't understand. Listen, I'm not a picky person about a first date. We could have took a stroll in the park, whatever, no matter what time of the year it is. But don't tell me you're gonna take me to dinner and you feed me soft serve. You could at least took me to Applebee's. We could have did a 2 for $20. I could have got appetizer and a drink.
I just think that's lazy. I think it's. I mean, now I enjoy a good ice cream cone. If you take me, if we go for a walk in the park, ice cream kind of follows that afterwards, so that's kind of cool. I can understand that. But we have. What do you think about this, baby mama?
Well, I'm lactose intolerant, so they would have had a bad date. Had I ate the ice cream, I would have shit in their car.
That's why she drove her own car.
Yeah, I'm lactose intolerant. My stomach was tore the hell up. I'm in there, and I'm mad because I'm hungry. So on one side of my stomach is bubbling because of the ice cream, and the other side is growling because I'm hungry.
And I thought it was hysterical. I'm like, well, did you even order ice cream? Hell yeah, I ordered ice cream.
Yeah, I'm going to get my ice cream now that I'm sitting here looking at it. So I got me the Death by Chocolate with some extra cookie crumbles, a little bit of gummy bears, and some marshmallows.
But what is a Baskin Robbins? What's that mean?
It's
an ice cream place. It's an ice cream place that's inside of Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, it's like a...
Oh, hell no. Then you should have ordered you some donuts, girl. Don't they got sandwiches?
No, listen. If it was... This is the thing, though, Robin. I don't mind doing ice cream dates. That's the thing about me. I'm a simple kind of chick. You know what I'm saying? So if he would have said, okay, we're going on an ice cream date, I would have expected ice cream. If you say going on a coffee date, I would expect coffee. If you tell me you taking me to dinner and you give me ice cream, I got a problem because I could have went and got me a blooming onion or something. I could have been okay.
Oh, if they would take you to Dairy Queen, you could have got ice cream and a hot dog.
Right. Or ice cream and some damn fries. I would have been A-okay.
Yeah.
I don't never mind a cheap date because, the way the economy's going, it is what it is. Hell, you could have cooked for me and it still would have been okay. But don't lie. And then I said, your money was funny. That's all you had to say. Like, I could have paid.
And, men are going to tell you their money's funny. They're not going to say
but that. You just proved your money was funny.
My money don't jingle, jingle.
Because we could have got a 2 for $20. You spent no more than $15. So I burnt $10 in gas getting here, and then $10 in gas getting
part
home.
of dating. I hate to say it's part of dating. What do you think, Robin? Have you been on a first date recently that was good, that was bad, that was ugly? Tell us about your story.
Well, I haven't been on a first date recently, but I have been on some bad dates.
Tell us a bad date.
Last year, I went on a blind date. Somebody I met from online. I didn't really know if it was a catfish or not. And maybe it was more than a year ago. It was some time ago. I don't know. And so we went and we met, and he seemed okay. And we started talking, and then his at the end of the day, he's like, hey, so can I come back to your house? I'm like, no. What the fuck? And then I ended up leaving. Well, then I started getting a flood of text messages about how he loved me. He wanted to move in with me. All kinds of weird shit. So he had to get ghosted.
Yeah, I understand. Like, it is the art of dating. I get all of that. But
how do you know if you love me and want to move in with me? After the first date,
first date that never ends. That's first date. Maybe they were really into you. They said, "This is definitely it," and I might as well just come home with you and stay.
I'm sorry, y'all. My dog's
that's a stray. We call those strays.
We do, and sometimes you take home strays, and that's fine. You feed them, they come home with you.
See, the problem take home strays, you get fleas, and I ain't got time for that.
I'm not. We're still waiting on my co-host. Because we like to hear from a man's point of view, but I'm just not. I hate first dates. I hate first dates. I hate. It's like you have to put on. You put on a mask. You are who you are, but you always have to be more than who you are because you want to make a lasting impression. So first impressions are everything. And I don't want. And then the conversation could be awkward. It was Lily went out. She went out of the house. It was cold as hell, and she ate ice cream. I don't know if I would have done that. I probably would have chose to stay home and not go out at all. and then be single forever.
First of all, I did not want to go out, y'all. Okay, it literally took me 9 tries to get up. So I do not want to go out. I do not want to do nothing. I do not want to do nothing. Like, I literally wanted to stay in my bed. Like, y'all know, once we hit a certain age, we don't want to do nothing. We want to wear our muumuus, our bonnets, our slippers. Guys want to have on their basketball shorts, sweats, whatever. We don't want to do nothing. I feel like if I would have known him a little bit longer, then maybe we could have did a date like that or whatever the case may be. But I didn't know this man, so I wasn't going to his home and he wasn't coming to mine. But anyway, I feel like when you go on a first date, just be yourself in general. Like, it don't matter. Like, let them know who the real you are. Like, if you laugh at stupid shit, be that way. If you're gassy, be that way. If you sneeze a lot, I'm just saying, just be yourself. Like,
yeah, don't be gassy.
Shit, if you listen, he lucky I drove my own car because he would have took me. He would have been upset. My stomach was on fire. I'm lactose intolerant. And then on top of that, if you take me somewhere like that, let me know so I can take my damn pill. So my stomach won't be crying the whole way home.
There's no surprise on that. I think the art of courtship has diminished. I think that people don't court anymore. There's no, and I'm guilty of it because it's not that I don't want to be courted. I just don't allow myself to be courted because I get lazy. I mean, I think we become lazy in dating. We really have. We expect to find somebody we want to be with, yet we don't put in the effort. I mean, the last first date I was on my couch. So come on over. Matter of fact, the last couple of first dates I was on my couch. We never really met anywhere. We never did anything. We didn't go to dinner. We didn't walk around. It was all done at my house. So I don't know. I think there's an art to it. If I was to ever date again, I expect somebody I want the flowers. I want the dates. I want I want it, but am I ever going to do it? That's the other thing too.
I mean, I've had other first dates prior to this one. So the date I had before that one was the first date, and it was nice. I got picked up, got the flowers.
That's nice.
He actually said we're going to dinner and a movie, and that's what we did. We did it backwards, but we went and had dinner first, and we both were in the movie theater ready to fall asleep because we full now, and we on top of that eating snacks. But I feel like if a man really wants to court you, he will.
That's right.
They have to put the effort into it. And sometimes, I just see, like, I feel like if your schedules are busy, you know what I'm saying, and she just worked 12 hours and you just worked 10 hours and y'all really want to spend time with each other, cooking at home is not bad. Hell,
it's
cook
not bad.
Together.
It's not bad.
You know what I'm saying? You can cook together. You can order in and just talk. You can make things like that romantic.
It doesn't have to be romantic, but there has to be an effort with the first date.
No, you gotta be just a tad bit romantic.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm not a romantic person, but it has to be an effort. I mean, don't say, hey, why don't we cook dinner and then not bring anything to the table. Like, literally, don't bring it to the table. Like, don't bring a bottle of wine. Don't just stop and get anything to drink. Don't bring me flowers. Don't just show up and it's like, wait a minute, and then sit down and I cook for you. It's like, if you want to cook with me, that's a different story. If you're coming to my house, bring me something. Show me that you're interested. Bring a side dish,
bring me some bread. I'm the main course, but
bring me some bread or something.
I've had dates, at home where I tell them, okay, I'm cooking, and they ask like, what do you want me to bring? And I'm like, oh, bring yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I usually
did they ever bring anything?
No, but it was like even vice versa. Like if I went to their home and I'm like, hey, you want me to bring something? And they'll like, no, bring yourself. But me being me, I still brought something.
Me too. I think I always bring something. I don't care where I'm going. If I'm coming to your house for dinner, if you've invited me over, whatever, I'll stop and grab a bottle of wine. If we're going to a party, whatever it is, I always bring something.
Remember, when I came to your house for the first time, I brought a bottle of wine, yep. and we're not even dating. But
we're not dating anymore,
right? But it's just like you supposed to just bring stuff to people's house, like especially if you're going for the first time. I mean, it didn't bother me if I tell you no, don't bring anything, because I don't want you to leave anything in my house. Don't bring shit. Just come. Just come. Have them.
But what if they brought a duffel bag full of clothes to your house? What would
First of all, they not even walking over my threshold with a duffel bag full of clothes.
That would have been a little bit odd for me too.
Now, if we done been dating for a little while, then okay. You know what I'm saying?
Although that's happened.
I wonder if that's happened to people. I wonder if they've said, "Oh, hey, let's come over to my house. Let's cook dinner. We can have our date here." And then a homeboy shows up with a whole suitcase.
It has happened. My last before I dated my current relationship, I was in 2 relationships kind of at once, which was okay. But I dated the second person I started dating. He came and we dated kind of slow. I didn't know if I really liked this guy. I was kind of like, we hadn't clicked yet. And it was Labor Day weekend, and he shows up and he says, "Okay, I'm come over Labor Day weekend." I said, "No worries, 'cause I had a long weekend at work and stuff." This man showed up, and the next day I get up and I'm like, "Okay," and I didn't have to go to work, but I was like waiting for him to leave, and he's like, "So what are we doing today?" I'm like, I literally handed him his shoes and said, "Deuces, I'll see you later." He went to the side of town he's from, hung out with his family for a little bit, and then came back. But I was like, I didn't know if I liked you when you were coming over. You plan on staying the weekend with me. It's like no intention of spending time with you at all. Didn't want to spend time with you. Didn't know if I liked you. I don't know what you're doing. I'd rather stay home and put some glitter on some shit. Besides, I did not want to spend time with this man.
Her and her glitter on some shit.
I know. That's my happy place. I'll put glitter on anything. So I'm waiting for our co-host to show up because I'd like to hear what it's like dating a woman for the first time and what he expects out of a first date. I know being a woman. I
mean, I could say it was like a woman dating a woman for the first time.
Oh, all right. Well, let's do it.
Okay, so I have went on dates with women, and everybody thinks that dating a woman is like, oh my god, it's just so glorious. It is not.
Who said dating a woman is glorious?
At all. A lot of men think that dating a woman is glorious. Women on women is not, okay, because one, you're gonna argue about where y'all going. Because I'm trying to tell you, I eat 2 different ways. 2, you're going to argue about who's going to pay.
That'd be nice to have somebody offer to pay.
So, let me tell you about my first date with a woman. Oh my God. So, she picked me up. We were good. Everything else. She told me that we was going to Nathan's. I don't know if they don't have a Nathan's in Georgia. They don't have a Nathan's in Georgia, so it's one in New York. So we went to Nathan's, but I'm like, okay, cool. Nathan's is like an arcade.
They don't have a Nathan's?
No,
it's New Way. They have. It's New Way.
Yeah, wait, but in New York they have a Nathan's. So I was fine with that because I like to play arcade games. I'm a big kid at heart sometimes. Honey, this woman got mad because I spent up all her money and now I owe her something.
What?
And this and the third.
Well, who was you know how there's always even though you're both feminine, there's always a masculine personality in the relationship.
I mean, honestly, I've never really been into...
No, but there's always, regardless, I'm lipstick too. If I like women,
they call it like the AG, the aggressive one.
Yeah, you're not, that's gotta be you though.
No, it's not, it's never me though, because I'm the one that likes to get her hair done, nails done, toes done. You
can still be feminine, but still have the strong personality though, isn't it?
I like women who's more dominant than me.
Shit.
And it actually worked out because we ended up dating until I bust on her head with a bottle.
Oh my God.
That's nothing about dating women. It's very violent.
Okay, because women are difficult to date. I will give you that.
We are difficult, especially when you say, your cycles, first of all, your cycles start to align with each other, and then y'all always angry, then she thinks she tell you what to do, you do what you want to do. So, yeah.
I think my very last first date, like I said, happened on my couch. I picked him up in a retail store. He came over, and I, again, didn't know if I liked him, but I got a feeling. We sat on the couch and we talked. I said, we can sit on the couch, and we YouTubed. We would YouTube music, and we'd listen to music videos. And my co-host has recently arrived. So, anyways, we listened to music videos. That was perfectly fine for me. I didn't want to get dressed up. I didn't want to go through the whole headache and the whole showmanship of everything that was happening. And then, I'm sorry, we're getting settled in. And then it turned into something, like I said, kind of easy, kind of turned into something that has been long term. But I never went through the courtship with him either. But I think the courtship and first dating is lost. Rocco's in the studio. How you doing, Rocco?
I'm good.
Good to have you.
What's the topic?
The topic is yours and Lily's idea. Actually, it's the same one. It's talking about first dates and the art of courtship. And have you had any weird first dates? What was your last good first date? What do you expect out of a first date? Let's hear it from a man's point of view.
You want to say what I should do on the first date?
We want you to tell all of it. Like,
you want me? Go. You want me to tell what I would do on the first date?
You can tell
what I think the first date. First date is.
Yes.
I say we may. Since I'm a drinker, we gonna have some drinks.
Okay.
If she want to eat, we can eat. Then whatever she want to do, we can do that. But I think the date, if it went well, it probably should end up at my place.
Okay.
You know, she don't have to put out the first night, but at least come back, watch TV or something.
Right.
But a bad first date, you go over is at people's house because you never know how they live. That's not a good first date. It's okay, but sometimes that can throw a person off, throw them off of what you are. You know what I mean?
Okay, I understand that.
So, I mean, I don't really have no bad first dates. Never really been on too many dates.
We know.
We can tell.
But if we go somewhere, you know what I mean? I like for the woman, if I'm taking a woman out, tell me what you like, tell me what you want to do, and we can do that.
Right.
Because the dating part, I really think it's for the woman. It's really not for me.
So, let me ask you this question. Because, you are a man.
Mm-hmm.
I would hope so, but...
you know damn well.
Okay, so say you did take a woman out, right? And you told her, like my issue, you said we going to dinner, but then you end up taking her to get soft serve. Hold on. But she didn't catch an attitude about going to get soft serve.
Right.
She caught the attitude because you lied about what y'all was doing.
Well,
how would you handle that situation?
Okay, what time was the day?
It was like 7:30.
Okay, sometimes you have to depend on what type of upbringing he got. He might eat dinner before 7 o'clock. So he might have thought you ate dinner before 7 o'clock. I'm just saying, he asked you out for dinner. Maybe he had already ate. And he thought you probably had to, and wanted to take you for dessert. But the problem is,
he asked her out for dinner, though.
You should have said, this ain't dinner. This is dessert.
No, what I said was, when I said send me the address, he gave me the address. I'm like, I know this address.
Mm-hmm. I
I just couldn't pinpoint it. Right. So when I got there, he was already there, and I'm like, ice cream? So he was like, oh, well, I just thought this would be a cute date.
Well, Scarface said women like ice cream.
I love ice cream. I'm lactose intolerant, but I love ice cream.
Right.
But my thing is, I didn't have a problem going on the ice cream date because I still went and had the ice cream with you.
And when was this date, though?
Friday.
Like, Friday that was cold?
Yeah.
Like 40 degrees?
Yeah. Now, I had the
ice cream's good any time of the year.
I had the date because one thing about it, if I tell you I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. So I had the date. That wasn't my problem. My problem is if you say we're going out to dinner, I didn't eat. Now I'm hungry.
Right.
I'm thinking, I told him we could have went to Applebee's and got a 2 for $20, and I could have had me an appetizer. But the thing about it is, like, I understood what men, but people say, like, oh, don't never check a man's pockets. But I'm letting you know
there's something wrong with his pockets. You think that's?
You shouldn't have brought that up.
But I'm just. But did
you bring it up?
I did.
She did. Legally, don't hold back.
But I didn't bring it up in a disrespectful way, though.
Now, anytime you talk about his pocket,
but what I said though was when we was having a conversation, I said, "Listen, I don't know, your situation because I don't really know you that well." I said, "But I could have paid. It was not a big issue for me." I said, "Don't ever think like dealing with me, you always have to front the bill because you don't."
But maybe y'all didn't come off clear. You sure? Did he say dinner more than one time, or he said dinner
kept saying, "I want to take you to dinner.
Okay,
we should go out to dinner."
I'm talking about. Okay, ain't talking about before that date of. Did he say y'all was going to dinner?
He said he texted me and said, "Hey, what time you gonna be ready for dinner?" I said, "What time is good for you? Because I know you get up work at this time. You gotta make it home." I said, "Once I get my kids settled, then this will be." I said 7:30 is a perfect time to go have dinner. He said, "Okay, cool. Dinner it is."
Was there any hope besides the fact that the ice cream was kind of messed up? Was there?
Did you
like
get
him?
Cookies and ice cream to feel you?
I did. I got me a large cookie cup, because he told me medium. But I'm like, no. I said I need these 4 scoops. If I have to sit here and eat this ice cream.
Right. So was it a bad date?
It was going fine until he started chewing the ice cream.
So you forgave the fact that he screwed you on dinner.
Right. It was like, it wasn't that big of a deal to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you never know someone's financial situation. This is why I let it be known right then and there, because I don't want people, especially if I'm dating you, I don't want you to feel like you have to financially carry that burden.
Right.
Because that's not it. So I'm going to let you know what it is.
Okay, what is the ideal date then? Okay, well, hold on. So you're not going out with him anymore? Because he took you ice cream when you was hungry.
No, I'm not saying I would never
You
go out
holding
with-
that against him
No.
because you said it real rough. You said I was hungry and he took.
What
me
I
to get
said was,
fucking ice
fuck
cream.
no. I'm not going
He
home
was-
with you. I'm going home because I'm
she was
hungry.
misled.
Maybe he had cooked.
She was misled.
Well,
She
she
was
mentioned
misled.
she's lactose intolerant.
But that's what I said too. I said you could have cooked.
I know.
Well,
I said you could've cooked.
he took her to get ice cream. She's lactose intolerant. She wasn't going to go home with him anyway unless he had a toilet.
I mean, but he didn't know. But he doesn't
And
know
a
I'm
shower.
lactose intolerant. So,
But if he's listening now, you know.
I told him I was lactose intolerant before I ate the ice cream. I said I'm glad I drove my own car.
He might not want another date after
No,
that.
he actually does.
So-
but
I think you need to give him another chance. I don't think.
But-
Maybe he thought that was cute to take you.
but
to
that's
ice
what
cream.
it was a cute date. Just don't
But it was
mislead.
40 degrees.
Right, but don't mislead me. If you would have said, "Hey,
Don't
we
piss
going
on
out
me,
for
Tom's
ice
right.
cream,"
But who gonna lead the conversation with we going out for ice cream?
Because she didn't
I-
eat dinner.
I'm not gonna lead
Why
that.
lead
Yeah.
I've had people like literally say to me, "Yo, let's go on
Me
a
too.
date. Let's
Me
go on a
too.
coffee date." I'm expecting
Me too.
coffee.
Let's go. Yeah.
I mean,
I've gone to coffee.
It could be
if a
mid
woman asks
cafe.
me
It
to
could
go
be
on a coffee
Starbucks.
date, I'm like, I'm good, I'm straight.
But see, the difference
that's
is
you.
that's you. But some men,
Well, why you bitching about the ice cream?
I wasn't bitching about the
She
ice
bitches
cream.
about the
The
pretense. she went on
concept.
a date.
Thank you.
He thought
She's
that was
complaining
dinner.
about the concept because he said he was going to feed her, so she didn't eat dinner, and then she had to eat
He
ice cream,
did
so she had
feed her,
dessert
though.
before the
He
dinner.
did
Right,
feed
you
you.
wear different things. Going out to dinner is a different dress than going to ice cream.
The fuck
I'm
you
going
gonna
out
wear
to ice
different
cream.
than what you want to get ice cream?
Shit,
Then
no,
go to
sweatpants.
dinner.
First of all, when
sweatshirt.
I'm going out to dinner at this time, when I go on my date, I have on wedges,
Yeah.
my nice little pantsuit. I'm looking
Good.
sharp. I'm out there looking
And I got
gorgeous, and I'm sitting in Baskin and Robbins.
Well, maybe you should have said, listen, I know this ice cream date is nice and all. Let's go over here and get a steak, like something next door we can eat.
No,
I think she's so befuddled at the time that she
right.
just
This
said,
is
"What the?"
Well, no.
You're mortified.
When we was literally having a conversation, y'all, what I said to him was, I said, listen, I said, if we do go on another date, I said, just let me know ahead of time what we're doing so I could dress accordingly.
Baskin
So I can
Robbins is really not that cheap either.
So
He spent $15.
he
Just some
should
change.
taking her. At least if you're taking her Dairy Queen, you should get a hot dog with her damn cream.
Okay, or a burger.
Yeah.
At least try to fill up one
I'm
side.
gonna-
I'm like
pass.
this. I think women should just go ahead and be upfront with what you want to do on a date.
No.
Men, we don't really give a fuck about them. Cause I could just take you.
That's
out
not
to a couple
so. You
miles.
just said don't ever take me on to your house for a first date because I know how you live.
No,
And you said that's the worst first date I could ever be on. Is what you
That's
actually
not
said.
what I
No,
said.
but I'm saying if
I
we're
said,
talking,
we
and
talking about a man point of view, and you bringing a woman over to your house. You don't know how to know how you live because you might live kind of rough. Yeah.
but she shouldn't judge you anyway. If you do rough.
That's what women do. So
That's true. Women
yeah,
do judge.
hey,
We're
so
very
when I
judgmental.
tell you we're going on a date, do I have to tell you where we're going?
No, but just say, listen, okay, we go
This is
on a
what you
date,
wear.
right?
Yep.
But say dress casual or dress,
I want
comfortably.
you to be you.
Right. All right. For instance, if you tell me you're going on a date, right? Say me, you're going on a date. But
Right.
you say, okay, we're going on a date. And I come in wedges, but we're going to play paintball. Now I'm mad at you because you could have just said dress
Man.
comfortably.
That's
Well,
right.
All you had to do was, if you felt that was a date. See, my thing about me, when I saw how you was dressed, I'd have told you might want to bring some slides or something.
We can't. You're
But you
But-
don't. But if
But
I
I
drove
met you
my
there.
own car, you don't know how I'm dressed.
But see, you got to get to know a person first because everybody know I'm gonna wear a t-shirt and jeans.
We know this.
So
And a wife beater.
yes, all the time. But my thing is, do you have to dress up to go to dinner? Is that
No.
what women like?
women are like that.
Women.
I mean, do you like for the man to dress up and take you to dinner?
No, I want him. If he want to put on a nice pair of jeans and a t-shirt, whatever, as long as he looks decent, I don't care how you dress. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you,
You can
coming
put
out with
basketball
holes
shorts
here,
on
holes
for me.
there.
I can't
You did
hear
what?
her.
Mm.
I can't hear.
Go
her.
ahead, Robin.
Basketball
I
shorts.
can't hear. her.
I was saying they can wear the basketball shorts for me.
Ain't nobody wear no basketball shorts in 30-degree weather at no night.
But you at
Every day, all day,
I did-
every
I did.
day, every day.
But what I'm saying is you dress how you want to dress. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I think
So-
y'all should have got together and said what y'all was gonna do. So
Listen.
let's go on a date. I'm taking y'all on a date right now.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say where we was going.
Mm-hmm.
I just pick you up.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna eat before I pick you up?
Yeah,
when I
no.
say
If you say we going to dinner, I'm not going.
no, I'm saying we're going on a date. Do you eat?
Yeah, you know what I would do? I would snack. I would have enough to lay me over.
Right. If you say we going on a date,
there's a method to dating.
I ain't talking about. See, y'all talking because y'all talking on the air.
No,
I'm just saying. I just called you. Say, let's go out.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
What question are you guys?
Where are we going?
No, I'm gonna be like, how should I dress?
I'm gonna say where.
Because in my mind, I want to be comfortable. So if you say we going out, that might mean we going to your people's house.
Well,
right. So I can have on right. I can have on jeans and a nice shirt and some sneakers. Cool. Or we might be going dancing. I gotta put on some cute shoes. So
you thinking I should be elaborate when I tell you we going out?
You don't need to elaborate.
No, you don't have to elaborate. If you say to me we going out, and I say how do I dress, you don't have to tell me where we're going. Just say, hey, dress comfortably, or dress casual. You're a grown man, so you should know the difference between casual, comfy, upscale.
You just put on what you like to put on.
Or you say, if you say, come as you are. In my mind, I'm a sneaker wedge kind of girl, so I might go on my sneakers but having wedges in my car. And my outfit can go versus.
What is wedges? Like in your hair?
Shoes.
It's their shoes. You know, the woman, so you don't understand.
They're just not that comfortable wearing.
Somebody like the thick heels.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I might throw those in the car, but I make sure the outfit that I have on is versatile. I can either rock it with the sneakers or with the shoes.
Okay, I got a question.
You're thinking more than I do because you say come as you are.
I got a question.
Let's see what you get.
The first date. Do the man have to pay for the first date?
No.
I'm listening, ladies. I'm listening. Go ahead. Give your opinion. Should the man pay for the first date?
I think yes.
I believe if you legitimately do I think you have to? No. But I do believe there's an art to courtship and it's lost. It's been lost a long time ago. I do believe you ask me out on a date, you take me out on a date.
But see, my logic with that though is if you ask me out on a date, but I've been talking to you 2-3 weeks now, and I somewhat know your financial situation, I can pay. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't.
But I think it's an insult.
I'm not gonna ask you out if I can't pay for whatever I want to do.
Yeah,
that too.
But I'm just asking, is that
no? But even if I say, okay, let's go to the movies. If I'm telling you let's go to the movies, I'm gonna pay.
I agree with that. If I say, hey, why don't you go out? I got this. I would pay for the movies and pay for whatever.
And a lot of men don't want us women to pay.
The first date, I think it'll be a little uncomfortable, especially if I just met you. We spoke a few times. We ain't had time to get to know each other, and I said, let's go out. So you said like last week you had on your wedges, right?
No, I didn't.
I thought you wore your wedges to the ice cream day.
Oh yeah, I had my wedges. Okay. You said last week? Oh yeah.
So you had on your wedges.
Right.
So what if I picked you up and you had that on, but you saw I had on a t-shirt and jeans? Would you feel uncomfortable?
No. So that's you.
Okay. So we got a date going.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to stop here. We're going to stop there. We might stop here, drink a couple of beers.
Mm-hmm.
Are you hungry? Let's eat. You want to eat? I'm a little hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We go out and eat. So after we eat, what is the best thing to do? Can I tell you, let's go back to my house or let's go get a room and watch TV?
After we eat, depending on how the date went, we as a collective.
So you saying you'll go?
It depends on the situation. If I'm really feeling the person and he say, hey, let's go back to my house and watch movies, okay, cool. You're an adult, so whatever happens once you watch the movie,
just because you go back
doesn't mean
you have to home.
You're going to want it.
If you don't, I feel like this. If you halfway through the date and you're not feeling that person, let them know. Don't leave them on. Don't waste your time. Don't waste their time.
Everybody leaves everybody on.
No, I'm just saying, like, I didn't see there's some people that will date people.
Okay.
Just to date people.
Say,
don't really want
as
them.
a woman.
As a woman?
And you, as a woman, my bad. I'm talking to the women. As women, y'all give me a good date you would take me on the first date.
Okay, so first of all, me knowing you.
No, you don't know me. We just
okay. So, but first of all, I would get to know you because I would ask you. Like we would talk on the
Right.
phone. So if you say to me, "Okay, I like sports,"
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "All right, cool." I would make sure I pick a date that one of your sports team that you like is playing, and we can go to the sports bar. We can have a couple drinks. We can eat. You could watch the game, and in between time, we can still have a conversation. But you're comfortable, and I'm chilling.
Okay.
But that's in your element. You know what I'm saying? That's something that you want to do. I don't necessarily think that you have to do what I want to do the first date. That would be something that you want to do.
Okay.
As long as I'm eating and I got a drink, I'm content.
Next.
I wouldn't ask him on a date. That'd be the first thing. So I wouldn't even think that far into it. If I was asked somebody on a date, here's the thing. It's not just about you being
You
comfortable.
not hold it. Please.
I have to be comfortable too. I have to be comfortable as well.
Explain something.
I gotta be comfortable as well. So I work
Queen of
so
Sheba.
much. I work so much. I would be where I'm most comfortable is I'm at home, and if I want somebody, I like somebody, I would go. we go meet at a bar. I'd go have maybe a sports bar and have a beer or something like that. That'd be easy. I'd meet them there if I wasn't sure about them coming back to my place. I'd rather just honestly, if I've been talking to somebody for a while and I was pretty comfortable with them, I don't have problems having them back in my house and we barbecue and we watch some TV and we YouTube music and we do. That's fine. There's no distractions. I have no.
So you're too good to ask a man on a date.
Never.
Go ahead, Rob.
Never. I've asked a lot of men on dates.
Go ahead, Rob. What the fuck? That's not what you fucking said.
I said I wouldn't ask you on a date. I said you're not my type.
I wouldn't ask you on a date either, but what was the question? Because I got confused after
I would
Sabrina
ask you
said
on a
that
date.
shit.
What would you if you were to ask a man on a date? If you were to ask just any man on a date, doesn't have to be Rocco. If you were to ask any man on a date, what would you plan for a date? Like how would you plan?
I understand everybody ain't everybody a cup of tea.
Well, I would figure out what their interests are. Like right now, I'd ask, my man if he wanted to go fishing, like have like a picnic, something like that. Or
I like
if
for real, we ain't talking about what.
I am being
We're not talking about what people want to hear.
I'm gonna have somebody back to my house. That's where I'm comfortable. You're gonna show up and they wear a pair of blue jeans and a t-shirt.
You may just like the fuck.
Yeah, I could, but I never fuck on the first date.
I don't think I would take a first date back to my house if we actually went on a date.
You've got kids though too. See, me, it's me. So if I've been talking to somebody for a minute, I don't have problems with them coming back to my house. I want to be where I'm comfortable and where I can be me. You put me in a bar, I'm too nosy. I'd be looking at everybody. I'd be distracted.
What that tell you about yourself?
It means I'm distracted easily. I'm nosy.
You got ADHD.
You know what'd be a really fun? You know what'd be a really fun date? There's this thing that I keep seeing on Facebook. It says "Beat the Bomb," and I guess it's kind of like an escape room, and then you have to do it and figure out the puzzle before the bomb goes off. And if the bomb goes off, you get splattered with paint.
So, and then one of y'all has said, "Shit, I want to go out and do." So, but the thing about it, so
I wouldn't do that on the first date. That
sounds like so much fun.
Okay,
that shit sounds fun as fuck.
Okay, would it hurt your feelings if the man that you chose to take out is not feeling you?
What?
Yeah, it would hurt your feelings. That's the reason.
I mean, would it hurt your feelings? You nosy as hell. You got a fish, and
Well, that's why when you plan a date, you plan something that makes sense. You don't plan a date. You plan a date for both of you, and more so, you plan a date when it comes to women. I hate to say it, women control the situation. If a woman's like Rock would have said, he doesn't give a fuck what he does. He doesn't care who he's doing it with. I mean, it doesn't care as long as whoever is with is happy and content, and they can be them. So if it's me being me at my house, even though he thinks that's a terrible first date, if it's me being me at my house, that's me being me at my house.
I mean, I don't think that's a bad first date. I feel like if you talk to somebody for 2 months and then that's your first date.
Yeah, that's
not a bad first date.
Listen, you're like most time, and in most time, if you want to catch me at home, it's after work. So I'm the last first dates I just had, which maybe I need to have other first dates, but the last first date I just had, he came over and sat on but it was 11 o'clock at night. He came over for an hour, sat on my couch, and then went home. But I was too tired because I worked all day, and that's just fine with me. It broke the ice. We got to know each other a little better, and that's the way it's supposed to be. But at the end of the day, dating, the first dates are always about the women. It's a courtship. It's about the man trying to court a woman. So if she's comfortable sitting on her couch or she's comfortable skydiving, let the woman do what she needs to do.
So the first date is always about the woman.
Rocco?
It's about the court. Of course, it's about.
I'm asking, is the first date about the woman? I'm thinking it's about the woman, but what if you approach me with it?
Don't you want to get to know me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then we wouldn't date.
Hey, Rocco.
Uh-huh.
To answer your question, You said, what would I do if the man's not interested? We'd play a little game of hide and seek, and I'd tell him to go hide, and I would not go seek. I'd
What type
dip
of
out.
shit is that?
I'd
I
dip
was
out.
saying to you. Who
Mhm.
else on it?
Sam, I am.
But listen, the thing is, I mean, I think the first date is about the woman. But what are you telling the person if you don't want to go out? You just want them to come back to your house. Everybody take that the wrong way. Some people might take that the wrong way.
Yeah.
Well, that only men would take that the wrong way.
No,
Right.
some women, some women do too, because they feel like if a man says to you, "Oh, let's go back to my house,"
Come over, make dinner.
no,
I'd
but
be like, oh, that's
some
awesome.
women automatically
So-
think that men gonna jump their bones if they go back to
Oh,
their
So
men
house.
will
would your
try, men
feeling
don't
be
care.
hurt on the first date if you came to my house and you was ready and I wasn't? But the man wasn't ready.
No,
Would that bother you?
No.
no,
You wouldn't date him again.
I would,
Bullshit.
because the thing about it is like everyone's hormones is different.
What
So if my hormones is on
Waiting period's
900,
different.
right? But if my hormones on 900, but yours
But
is on 2,
you already believe a man gonna go on site anyway.
no, I
But
don't
we
believe
went
that.
out, we had a good time, we had a few drinks. I say, hey, we come back to my place. We're gonna chill, and if you want to, you can stay the night. But I'm not asking for that.
Right. So
But
what's
what
the
if you
problem?
get in the mood, you get the goddamn want to do something, and I say no.
Okay. I'm gonna roll the fuck up and go to sleep. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm going to sleep any motherfucker way.
And you would say in your head, I'm not coming back.
No.
Because it's something.
I would know what I would
that he
say
didn't
is
want.
what I would say is, okay, maybe he does have that much respect for me not to automatically assume that that's what I wanted to do on a first date. Because in his mind, he probably already had it set, like, okay, she's coming back just to chill, hang out. Like, for me, for instance, I don't drink and but like me, I don't
That
drink
would
and
bother
drive. No, it wouldn't. Because like I've done it before. I went back with people and did not sleep with them because
No, we ain't saying.
No,
we
I'm-
saying, but you wanted to.
no,
Yeah,
but
and he didn't go.
I was drinking, and y'all know I don't drink and drive.
Right.
So I told him ahead of time, like, hey, I don't drink and drive. So he was like, you know what? Being that we was drinking already, go ahead, go to the other side of the bed, get you some sleep. It was non-sexual.
Yeah, but you didn't
That's
try.
not what we
You
saying.
didn't try.
We saying if the woman,
But
if you
I'm
tried.
always horny. What the fuck?
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
but-
what if you had a tried and he would go?
I don't think it would hurt my feelings. I've been turned down before. So
It would bother me. It would bother me. If you ask me back to your house, I'm already thinking in my head, this man wants to sleep with me. And then I get in the mood, I'm like, okay, all right, I'll go there. And I make the move, and you say no, I'm like, whoa, what did I just do wrong? Because you asked me back here, thinking, and there's only one reason, man. And that's
See?
what we think. We always go to that.
Right,
We
that's
always
what I'm
go to that.
saying.
Women
So that was a bad date.
But women have to,
It's
y'all
not
have to
bad date.
understand the
Would you
art
date
of
him again?
Yeah, I would.
But y'all have to,
Because
but women have to accept rejection too. Like you're
I
not
would-
always gonna get it.
Not everybody's used to rejection. And here's the thing, men don't usually reject women. If you'd be
Yeah,
like,
no.
it's
Men
very-
do reject women.
yeah, it's
sometimes.
not usually the men reject women. Well,
Nah,
maybe I
they
have been
do.
rejected.
I mean,
It's not very
I
often that-
it's not a habit that I've been rejected, but I have.
Well,
been
sometimes a
rejected.
man, he just
He
he
tired.
might like, well,
But
maybe you moving too fast for me.
Some men are like
A
that.
man
They
can't think like that.
Some men don't. Some men don't want their relationship to be built on sex, so they want to actually do
I'm
the
not
court.
gonna go there.
No,
But I'm speaking hypothetically.
hypothetically,
'Cause I'll
some
go.
men don't want their relationship to be based on sex, and they feel like the first date is that y'all jump in the bed, then that's what you're gonna be based on because y'all don't really know each other. So they want to get to know you. Some men actually look at women and be like, "Damn, that's my wife. I want to get to know her."
Yeah.
Okay, but
And
listen,
I never.
so-
I try not to put on the first date anymore.
would you date a guy that puts out on the first night again? Would you
Well,
like
if,
to be in
if
a
he puts out
relationship
the first
with him?
night, that means I put on the first night.
Would you be in a relationship with a guy like that?
So we're both easy. Well, then if I'm in a relationship with them, I'm in a relationship. Yeah.
No, I
mean,
said, would
if
you
I
go-
like somebody, I like anybody.
So men think different. A lot of men think different now.
That's right. That's why women try not to put on the first date.
But the first day ain't gonna bother me. If you go, you go. It ain't no use to wait until next week if
Yeah.
you gonna do it today.
Well, but sometimes women are making their mind up. It's not that they don't want to or not thinking about it. They just want to make sure, like,
They don't want you to think that they
no,
slept
it's not. We
with
just
or
want to make
something.
sure that everything has to work sometimes when you're dating. When women date now, I mean, when you're grown, women date for reasons. We date for a purpose now.
Okay, what's the
I don't
purpose?
date to get my rocks off. I'm dating with
Nah,
intention.
you date for
No,
future
I
getting
have-
rocks.
I have people that I can get my rocks off with. I date for a purpose. I date for somebody I'm looking for. I want somebody in my tomorrows, not just today. I want somebody tomorrow. So I date with a person.
We gonna stop drinking on the show because
I
people say
ain't
any
drink.
goddamn thing.
I've been drinking fucking coffee. Me, when
I
I date, I feel like in my younger years, you know, little while back, little bit. I used to date to just be dating, but now at the age I am, like I am dating with her. I'm dating to find my husband, like my forever. So it's like I don't just want to just jump in bed with you, or whatever. I want to actually get to know the person that you are.
But I don't think, Robin, you don't think there should be, Robin used to put a time limit on it. She's like, I'm not going to have sex with you for 90 days. I never did that. I had sex with my wife, had sex with you.
I did that, and that shit don't work.
But see, now only thing about me, don't tell me you making me wait 90 days. Oh. If you tell me you making me wait 90 days, after the 90 days, I'm probably not going to fuck with you.
And you know what? They was waiting, Rocco. They was waiting, and I'd find something wrong, and I'd ditch them. Hey, Bree, remember the time that I told that guy that he got all pissed off because I gave his kids ranch?
I do. On the hot dog, though.
I didn't sleep with him. And guess what? I ended up not wanting to date him. And he was still psychotic.
Man, listen.
He was crazy. He showed up at our house and when
we started talking about right. Okay, 90 days. If you gonna make me wait 90 days, don't tell me.
Oh,
I don't have a time limit.
I mean, it's cool. I'm not tripping if you don't. But if you telling me we wait 90 days, I have to wait 3 months before we have to say, okay, cool. After 3 months, I'm gonna quit fucking with you.
You do understand why there's
so that means I'm not going,
right?
So
you know what that is.
Okay. So the 90-day rule.
What is the 90-day rule? You know why women say 90 days? Do you know what that is?
I guess I'm a fucking idiot. It's a probationary period.
It's a honeymoon phase.
No, it's probationary period.
No, it's a honeymoon phase.
It's really punted.
You find out a lot about
it. You get 90 days on the job.
Right, but for women...
That's a probation period.
But for women, it's the honeymoon phase. Like, we so attracted to you in the first 90 days.
But if you tell me I gotta wait 90 days, I'm kind of not attracted to you no more.
I would never tell you to wait.
That's okay.
But see, the thing is, okay.
That's how we weed them out.
These 90 days, hold on, these 90 days while I'm waiting, as long as I can do what I want to do, yeah, I can wait for you.
Yeah, see,
but technically, I mean, you're gonna do what you want to do anyway. So
I'm like, we grown, we can go first date. I don't mind.
But the thing about it is that women, when they do the 90-day thing, a lot of them don't be true to them 90 days.
No, I would never do.
But why would you even bring up that?
Because
that would bother me that we have to wait. If we feeling each other, let's do it.
Right. Listen, I feel like this.
Why wait for 90 days and I don't like it? That's why wait 90 days and I don't like it?
Because I'm telling you why. A lot of these women who used to be whores or still whores are trying to get that old school relationship. You know how our grandparents used to wait and court each other and shit like that.
Oh, I believe courtship.
That's what they're trying to do.
I could be an old school whore, but I still believe courtship.
Hold on. You don't wait to drive a car 90 days before you buy it.
Yeah, no, I jump in.
Okay. You jump in that motherfucker when you like this car, you get in there and drive. Okay, you like me, I like you.
But sometimes it's easier to get rid of a car than as a man.
What? What did you say?
I said it's easier to get rid of a car than as a man sometimes. You get in a bad relationship, and the car doesn't talk back. The car's never say, man, that woman drove me like she stole me.
Let me explain something though.
That's it.
You talking about making a man wait 90 days.
I'm not talking about any of that. I don't wait.
Maybe he done waited these 90 days on his courtship, and then this wasn't worth a damn. I waited all this time.
I know, and that's what I get
for this shit here.
I think that when time's right, time's right.
Right. But that's what I was about to say.
Okay, let me ask you this: can a man give you the 90-day rule?
Yeah. Honestly speaking, I'm gonna be honest. If I was dating a man and he said, listen, I'm waiting these 90 days to figure everything out, I couldn't do nothing but respect it, because if I'm really feeling you, I have no choice.
What if you ain't feeling me?
Now, if I'm not feeling you...
You think I'm cute and you think I'm attractive, but you might not like some of the things I do.
So, therefore,
9 days is fine, but I'm going to do what I want to do.
Right. I'm going to go somewhere else. Just like you would probably do the same thing.
I just don't think you should put a time limit on it.
That's what I'm about to say. I feel like...
I think something wrong. If you put a time limit on it, hey, come on. As long as we know I'm waiting 90 days not to have sex with you.
Right.
But we're
not going to say that loud. Hopefully the person
First of
says
all,
it's not going to be
my
smart,
thing is
not going to be
this.
stupid enough to say.
But my
"You
thing
can't
is,
say
if
anybody else."
you're grown and you're in a relationship, you shouldn't have to tell somebody you wait 90 days.
Just tell them you are.
Just tell them, like,
Don't tell them
listen,
anything. You just say, "We're ready to
nothing,
go."
just date.
Hey,
Just date.
Hey.
It could happen the second date, the first
It
date,
can happen
a
the
quarter of the date.
That's what I'm saying.
It can happen whenever you feel.
It can happen in the
People
bathroom.
got
See, I
to-
need a couple more men because all men don't believe in the first date action. Some
Can
men
I
don't
tell
believe
you?
in it.
I made people wait 90 days. I had my oil changed. My car was cleaned out. Remember when that dude done cleaned my car out and everything? And like, I still didn't give him any, and we ended up breaking up.
That's why you're not with him now. The 90 days.
And you know what? That's what God intended. So that's
No, God didn't intend for you to make a rule for 90
well,
days.
at
Don't
that
put that on him.
time, I was
There is-
protecting myself, and you know, I
There is
wasn't-
something to be said about the courtship part of it. Once you, I mean, again, men are there to. Honestly, men are there to get to know you, and they're also there to get in your pants. And the longer men like to chase, they like the thrill of the chase, they like the hunt. I mean, that's what they're made for. So if I lay down and play dead immediately, because there's no say you're not hunting in the woods for me anymore. It's like I'm just here. Here you go. There's why hunt if it's kind of like shooting fish in a barrel. Why do
Okay.
that?
Okay, we're talking about first dates.
So it's like anticipation. It's like anticipation
So-
of buildup. That's why women don't always put out. I didn't put out a first date because I didn't. You
What
have to
first
be
date you didn't put
positive.
out on?
Well, you don't know. You've never
I'm
dated me.
asking.
You've never dated
I
me.
talked to that dude you fuck with.
Yeah, and if he told you differently, he's a lie.
Mm.
He is a lie. I
Okay,
never put on a first
listen.
date.
So I
I
pick
don't even
you
know if
up.
I liked the dude I was fucking with the first
I
time.
pick you up. I take you to dinner. We stop somewhere, have some drinks, and then I pull up at the motel, a hotel or something. Is that cool for the first date?
If that was the conversation
No, we ain't had no conversation. I'm leading the date.
I'd be kind of like this. I'd be like,
I'm
what
gonna
are we doing
ask you
here?
like, what's up?
Yeah, I'd be like, you just pull up and don't say anything. I'd be like,
Right.
But I
what's
just
going on?
I took you to dinner, didn't say shit.
Yeah.
But we went in there and ate. I took you for drinks. You
Yeah,
didn't say
I'd be
shit
like,
about that.
because
But
that
when
would
we
that
pull
would
up at
that
the
means
hotel, why
you
is it
don't,
tripping?
because you think you just bought
No.
hot for the night.
I didn't say we had to do anything how we pulled up.
Then what are we doing here?
This might have been just night we spent a night together, watch TV, and get to know each other.
We never
We
discussed
just
it. I
didn't
don't
know
even have
each
a
other.
toothbrush.
We didn't discuss what restaurant we were going to, but I took you.
Yeah, we don't. I didn't bring a toothbrush.
That's
No,
all right,
but
we'll
you
stop
you
this
discussed
show,
that you taking me on a date. That means
That
dinner.
consists, don't it?
they have Uber.
That's the end of the date.
That's if I like you. And then you pull
Undoubtedly.
up, and that
I don't
means
see how nobody took y'all out.
and here's the thing.
And I got another date
I don't know,
on
yeah.
Saturday.
I don't know who the hell is
Okay.
you take them out.
Now from 16 to about 27, the only reason you took a woman out is to knock her off that night.
And we put out. I
Well-
put out like a motherfucker.
Well, first of all,
I put out when I wanted
from
to.
19 to
From
24,
16.
I was with somebody, so that didn't make them up.
What's
Never
up?
mind.
So my
And then
thing
from
is,
25 to 30, I was somebody else. That made them up.
if I took you to the movie, hey, I want to do something later. You know, you got to know what you're getting into.
You do. I was doing something in the movies. I knew that back then. That's what you did. You put out. It didn't matter. It doesn't matter now. I'm grown. I've grown. I hope that it doesn't matter now. But
I mean, we talking about the 90-day thing, but
I know we're
so even though you had a bad first date, you would do it again,
Yeah,
of course I would.
I believe in second
even if
chances.
it was fucked up. He didn't do nothing you like.
I did. Yeah.
But the thing about it
He
is,
did
though,
everything he liked.
but when you go on a first date with somebody and y'all really don't discuss y'all likes and y'all dislikes, he don't know what the fuck you like anyway. So he's just rolling with the punches.
It's hard to find a really good first date, though. I mean, it takes a couple of dates to get to know somebody.
Okay, explain me a good first date. That's what I need to know. What is a good first date?
I told you my
You
first
said,
date.
but you could tell. I'm talking to her. You could tell me what's not a good date. Tell me a good first date. For
I
you.
can't remember the last time I had a really good first date.
Robin, what's a good first date then? I ain't asked you about your past. I asked you what was a good
I think a good
date
first
for
date,
you.
like if it's the first time that you're kind of like sitting down to talk about things, I think that like going to dinner or like going to have coffee, something where it's a mutual ground and you can have the time to actually sit face to face and you can have that conversation. I will say, I think the most cliche and the worst date is taking someone to a movie because how are you going to get to know them?
Amen. Yeah, I like that's why my couch works just fine.
But how you
There's
get
no
to know?
distractions.
How do you get to know a person when you're at the bar and they taking 10 to 12 shots? You don't get to know him like that.
I don't think a bar. I didn't say a bar. I said like to dinner, not like out to drinks. Like coffee. Somewhere where
That is
you're
so
actually sober.
It's
Yeah.
so hard to get to know somebody, and you're always awkward, anyways. People
But
are
you know,
awkward.
I think you should.
You don't have
You
anything to
need a
talk
little
about.
drink
So
on
you
the
want to be
first date,
comfortable. Well, you drink
so everybody
beforehand.
relax. You know, calm your nerves, get to know a person.
Some
So
people
how many
some-
drinks
some
should you
people
take
nervous.
on the first date?
Well, that you can't ask that question.
I
That's
can.
You
Well,
can
that-
you,
if I'm
you
taking
can
you
do it
out-
like how
that
you can
depends
do
on
it like how
that-
the Bachelor does it. The Bachelor and the Bachelorette have a 2-drink max.
First of all, I'm going to
So-
fuck. I'm going to drink how I want to drink. That's first commitment. But I have common enough sense not to get too inebriated. I don't understand what the fuck a man was
I've
going
done
on.
it though before. I've gone on the first date and gotten wasted face.
I imagine that wasn't cute.
It wasn't cute at all. Man, it was so bad.
I feel like if I'm going on a first date with somebody, we're going out for drinks. First, I'm not drinking hard liquor in the first place. I'm going to have me some wine. 2, maybe 3 glasses of wine. And I'm good. I don't need to be wasted. I just want to feel a little buzz.
Okay, what if he wasted? Do you judge him?
No, because he might have had a rough day. He
Yeah.
might have needed that fucking... He might have needed all that wasteism that he got.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, like, if he has, like, a...
I'll be honest with you. I'll talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it. I'm probably gonna judge you. I'm gonna say, this man. I wait all week to go out with this man, motherfucker gets drunk on the first time we go out together. He may have had a bad day, but at least control yourself a little bit. You're just getting to know me. Now you're just like a blazing idiot. Will I go out with you again? Probably, because I will give you the benefit of the doubt. However, I'm not gonna sit there and think. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna sit there and think
If
like
you
that.
fall down wasted and I took you out on the first date, that was the last one.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Because I don't want no drunk cat, so I gotta take one.
You'll take any cat. You don't care what it is.
No.
Yeah,
Okay, like, I've been out on the first date, and he got completely wasted. Like, I didn't know he couldn't hold his alcohol. That's what happened. And you trying to keep up with me, knowing that my liver, my kidneys was fucking dead.
Right.
He couldn't hold his alcohol. Did I judge him? No. I just didn't know he couldn't hold his alcohol. He was just drinking.
Right.
Did he vomit in my car? Yes.
Yep, that's a good first.
Did I make him get my car detailed? Yes. But he did apologize. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's not a drinker.
Right. And that's what it was. So we did have dates after that because, he was just like, he was going with the flow. The night was flowing. You sipping.
So let's get back to the first
sipping
date
on
thing.
gin and juice.
First date thing is dinner and drinks, right?
Not necessarily.
I think that's cliche too.
Yeah, I think it's whatever y'all want to do.
I mean, like,
Whatever.
It could be bowling. You can go.
you're not
whatever
gonna choose
works.
to. Everybody. don't
Bowling's a
wanna
good
go.
idea, Lily. I like bowling.
I hate bowling.
I mean,
bowling's
bowling's
ridiculous.
okay, but I
It's so
don't know.
boring for me.
If you're a bowler,
If somebody asks
No,
me,
but
if
I'm
somebody
saying
asks me on
I've
date to
had
bowl,
a
I'm like,
first date. When I first moved down here, I had a first date. Y'all wouldn't even believe what my first date was. It was at the nail salon.
That's a nice date.
Like, he was a guy who stood on his feet all day.
Yep.
You know what I'm
That's not a bad
saying?
date. I've been on
And
dates
he
like
kept
that.
talking about how bad his feet hurt. So I'm like, you know what? Hey, I'm about to go to the nail salon.
And then you
You
know it's
should
only an
come.
hour. You only know it's an hour too.
You know what I'm saying? But we actually ended up spending the whole day together. Like,
Oh.
he got his feet done. I got my feet, my nails done. We went to lunch. Things like that. We actually enjoyed ourselves.
okay, we talking about first dates.
There was a first
Okay,
date.
I'm saying, how long should the first date last?
That depends on the people. Because your
So
first
you don't
date,
have a limit. You don't have something set in your
Mm-mm.
head
no,
before you go on the first date.
no. Because I can go on a first date with somebody and it could be an hour and I'm gonna go home.
Me too.
Or
See-
if I'm really feeling you in a conversation and the night's flowing, it's whatever. It's
But what if we feeling each other and I go ahead and take you home? Like, oh, man.
Well, we know that's not true.
I mean, what if I'm feeling you is all I have, but I'm ready to take you home and do my own thing
That's understandable.
because you might not want to do what I do.
That's understandable.
Okay.
If it's a date, it's a date. I feel like there's no time limit on it. A date can be 30 minutes.
I don't think there's time limit.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like you just have to. It depends on the person and the situation.
I think it should last a couple hours.
Like, I know you can go on a date.
It
It depends if they're on time though too. If you have a date, say you have a date, and I have a date. Come on over. Say this is what we do. I just gotta work. Come on over. What time you gotta work? Come over to my house. Be here about 9:00. Okay. And the date is late, and the date doesn't show up until 11. Deuces. See you later. Then you send them home. Then you get 30 minutes. You go home.
That's a booty call.
That's a bad
Anything
news.
after 10 p.m. is a booty
Amen.
call.
Or they hope it's gonna be a booty call.
Not really.
It's a booty call.
I mean, look. Okay, some people have other things to do besides worry about how the fuck she gonna feel because you late.
No.
I had a lot of other things to do. Hold on.
Who's talking? What did you? That
The
hit home with
person
you?
that said that they
Wait a
was saying
minute.
deuces.
Oh no, that was I said do something to the person.
That's what I said.
So you've been in that situation
So-
before.
My thing is,
You must have been in that
grown
situation.
ass man. If I'm late, I'm late. If you don't want to go, shit, fuck it, fine.
Yep, that's exactly what I would say too.
But see,
But-
communication is key. If you text or call and say, "Hey, I'm running late," that's different.
Listen, I understand. 5
What
minutes,
if
I
it's a
understand 10
first
minutes.
date and you got an emergency because your friend just jumped on her man, she was drunk, jumped on her man, and you fuck up the date.
And you send them home.
Yeah, I would have to let you know. Like I
Really
would
have to. You
I
really
did.
have to be like,
We did.
I don't know. if I
Yeah,
wanna
that's a
fuck
story.
with
That's
you
actually
or not.
happened to me. I was with somebody I had just met, and it was first date, and my best friend calls me. She's like, "Listen, I've got some bad shit going on. I need to see you." Now the other thing was too, I just did my first date with somebody. I did not want. You know how it is. You don't get naked for them at first. You got to kind of lean into it. She was on her way. She can get it anytime she wants to. So I wasn't gonna let him into my whole neighborhood.
Bullshit.
Why do you think it's bullshit?
I wouldn't went for none of that.
I mean, I feel like
Well,
this.
that's
if
a
there
lie.
was a situation and I let you know, or even if it was the roles was reversed, I would understand because you can't. Things happen.
See, men think different. We don't give a damn who you meet. It ain't about them. You meet them.
No, you
We don't
don't.
give a damn if you like our friends or our family or not. We don't give a fuck.
Well,
That's on them. That's on you and them. Women take it to heart when they friends and family don't like a person.
no, I don't care if she likes you or not. It was more the fact she had a lot going on, and it was a lot going on. It wasn't something that I was ready to. Neither her nor I were ready to share it with anybody.
You must be talking about me. I feel like you're talking about me
Why would she be talking about you?
because I know what she's talking about. The night that I
When
feel
did
like
this happen?
I feel like she's talking about me.
Elaborate.
I had baby daddy issues going on, and she had somebody. I'm assuming her man that she's with now over, and so I needed my friend. I was like struggling. It's hard to deal with
And
baby
besides,
daddy
it
bullshit.
was like the first date, and it wasn't that big of a deal. It's like, listen, just go.
I didn't really know her man at the time. I didn't,
I don't know.
I really needed my
But-
friend.
But at that too, and I'm gonna tell my friends, y'all gotta stop that. If your friend is on a date, I don't give a fuck. That's your
She
best
knows on a
friend.
date.
I tell my friends, I'm out. I'ma holler at you.
I didn't know that.
Y'all gotta handle that shit on your own.
Well, no, I'm not gonna say that.
No,
I'm-
hold on, but I'm
We're-
gonna tell them why I said that though, because your friends will continue to do it. They will continue to do
Not
things
after
like
they
that.
get the wood.
I didn't know that she was on a date until after I had already showed up.
Yeah, it's not. And the date was over. It was literally over. I mean, and we've all been there too. We've called our friends, and say, hey, you need to call me and set the house on fire. You know, it's like you need to call me and say the house is on fire.
I don't do no shit like that. If I'm done with them, I'm
Really?
done with the
You're
date.
too forward. See, I'm too nice. I'm like, hey, give me a call. I'm like, the code word is banana. If you hear banana, you know to get me out of this.
Yeah, I ain't got time for that. But I don't.
It just, I think I think at first date, I love courtship. And I say that, but my idea of first date is literally, what are you doing? And if I like you enough to have in my house, then I like you. So I feel comfortable enough with you to come to my house. Come to my house. And then in sleeping, as far as sleeping with somebody, I'll sleep with you. I want to sleep with you. When I was ready, I took it. I said, listen, it's going to be, I don't know when it's going to be, but when I'm ready, I'm going to take it. And I took it. That was when I was up to me. You never made a move on me, never tried, never even tried. I was like, wait a minute, something wrong with me? Never even tried to have sex with me. So I had to be the aggressor and take it.
But I guess it's gonna be a part 2 next week. So you figure out on next Sunday. So you figure out how my date went on Saturday.
Oh, that's right. We need an update on this. First date update, second date updates.
No, this is the first date.
Okay.
Total different person.
And Robin doesn't go on. Robin kind of. What's your first date consist of recently, Robin?
She said she ain't been on one.
No, they went from they didn't have to date. They went from and you don't think you even have to date, but I love the idea of somebody trying to woo me. I love that honeymoon phase. That's an addiction.
I feel like this particular person is just like, he is old school, so he wants to do everything
I like that.
the correct way. The dating, the courting, things like that. He understands my schedule is busy. I understand his schedule is busy, so we just plan the time both was available.
Let me ask you this. So would you ladies say that you were dating somebody and your family, your friends are one thing, but say your family was having a get together, would you take them to your family for the first date? Like say that
I have
on a first date.
I took them to a barbecue.
No. Nobody wants to meet my family.
Well, I got a bomb ass family, so
I don't know if I do that.
I mean, I
the idea is to get to know somebody.
But you have to tell the person
what they're walking into.
What's your right? I'm gonna tell you, because if you're walking into my family, shit, it's a whole bunch. They play too much, and they gonna make you feel uncomfortable. But you can't have soft skin. You can't be sensitive.
Yeah, that's my family too. You can't. My family.
That sensitive shit. They be like, man.
First of all, for my my grandfather on down, you can't be sensitive.
You can't get to know somebody. The problem is you're still trying to get to know somebody, and you take them. That's weird. When there's other people involved, it becomes more difficult to get to know somebody.
Maybe she didn't understand. Hey, this dude really kind of goddamn fuck with me. He took me to see his family. It's something in me he liked.
I mean, say for instance, like if someone asks you out.
I haven't been on a first date with my family.
Whatever. Okay, so for instance, say I ask you out and I say, hey, that's the date, but then I find out through the course of the week that I had to go to a family gathering. I'm going to ask you, do you want to come with me? But like, hey, you want to come with me? We're not coming with having titles. We're coming as just friends. Because technically...
Do I have to ask you or do I pull up?
Oh, you better tell me.
I think you should
tell the person. Maybe we out there. We just had dinner. We had a couple drinks.
Still tell me.
And no, but hold on. Somebody calls, hey, you know we over here. Where you at? Hey, babe, we're going by here.
No, don't do that. Be like, hey,
if you can't,
my brother just called.
You got to be spurred of the moment, though.
No, but my brother just called
on the first date
and say, hey, they at my people's house. She might not feel comfortable enough to call your people yet.
What's the difference between the first and the second date?
Because I don't even know if I like you yet. We don't know if we're getting to know each other.
I might not know that I don't like you.
Exactly. So we need another date.
So see how you act.
We need another date. But I'm not going to act the same way as I would if I'm more comfortable with you. I'm already nervous with you as it is. It's a first date, and then on top of that, I'm going to meet your family. I'm nervous. How am I going to act?
I mean, maybe it's not that. Not that.
Maybe women look at that differently.
But you're just going, hey, what's up, man? Where you was at? Hey, man, this gal was out on a date, so we just stopped by, see what's going on, take a drink.
I mean,
no, I have done that.
I ain't saying they got to drill you on the first date. Because,
but if you have families like ours, they do drill on the first date. They gonna drill on the 10th date. They don't give a damn.
They might not drill as much, especially if it's known that this is our first date.
But why would you even say this is my first date?
Because you talk to people. You be like, shit, I just took this woman out.
No.
Saw first time out. So shit, we just stopping through, see what y'all got going on.
No, I mean, when I took somebody to my first date, I didn't tell them it was my first date. I just said this was my friend.
What about on the first date, can you double date?
Women, we do it. We shouldn't, but we do it.
I think that's bad.
Me too. I think you're still trying to get to know somebody. I think the idea of first date is getting to know someone.
I think we do it. Women do it because it's like a sense of security. It's a sense of security.
You keep lifting
like
it up.
You don't know this person. Like, say I meet you today at the gas station, but then you ask me on a date tomorrow. I don't know you. So I'm gonna ask my homegirl to come with her man.
Women, and I think that's kind of young things to do, though. I think people do that when they're younger. Like, as I don't want any distractions. When I'm dating, I date for a purpose. I want to get to know you. I don't want distractions.
First of all, I ain't taking my friends with me. I ain't answering their phone call to everybody. If you call me once,
what if your friends ain't good? Your friends, you take me around, not good companions. I don't think they good companionship. So would you take a man on the first date around the girls?
Why not?
No, I mean, no. My family is.
I'm just talking like
I wouldn't because
say your girls out drinking,
and
they was like, "Hey, come through, bring him with you."
No.
Would you take him?
No, you know why? Because my friends are my friends, and your friends are your friends. So we ain't got them. If you meet my friends, cool.
I think I would take you if my boys are drinking and they were like,
I
and
know
I'm almost there. I was like, hey baby, we'll go ahead.
I think
But I think men and women
More
are different
serious.
with that.
Yeah.
Because women have a tendency to get drunk and start saying shit to the left, and they might get punched to the right.
Oh,
my
okay.
God.
Men-
So you,
Men
see,
are a little
men,
bit, but see, a man can check his friend a little bit more calmer than a woman can check her friend.
right.
You could pull your friend to the side.
I gotta pull him to the side.
No, I'm just saying, but you can give him a look, and he know you're not playing. Women, you gotta be like, bitch, I'm finna punch you in your face. Because she drunk and she like, and now she finna tell all your business that you probably didn't want this man to know, but she been drinking.
Right. Okay.
That's why I say
it's
a little bit different
between men and
now.
women.
If you take it around your family, you gotta know. I'll tell you ahead of time before they walk into. I'm like, my family is a bunch of assholes. They're comedians.
They play too much.
Right. They especially my brothers, they gonna joke and laugh with you all day.
Don't give a fuck.
If you fall in with the crew, you good shit.
But you told me about your first date. What would you take me on the first date if you was trying to take me out?
She said she wouldn't take me on the first date.
Oh, me? I'm not gonna do anything special with you. I'm not gonna do anything more special with you. I'm not gonna do anything more special with you than I did with anybody else. And it's gonna be.
That's not what I asked you.
The
topic is a first date. What would you do on the first date if you was taking me out? That's all we asked.
Well, I probably.
I didn't know this hard.
It is hard.
I know. Shit, every time you drink that shit.
And I'm drinking anything. You don't know what I'm drinking.
You're right.
So, anyways, final thoughts on this, everybody.
I had to hit the ballerina on.
Okay, Robin.
Jesus.
Robin, you said you'd take me fishing. The co-host didn't say anything.
She did. She said she wouldn't take you no fucking where.
I didn't get a second thought. Where would you take Rocco on a date?
Well, I wouldn't take Rocco on a date either, but I would take.
What does that mean? Hold on, we got something fucking confused. I'm a motherfucking catch. So what the fuck is y'all talking about? Lily, the only person on the air got some sense. Now start
I just
over.
don't want to argue tonight.
Now start over.
If you were gonna take Rocco on a date, where would you take him? Like, what's your idea of a perfect date if you were to play a date for a guy?
It ain't just gotta be me. Any man.
Yeah, any guy. Yeah.
Okay, so if I were to take Rocco on a date, I would just take him to the liquor store. We get him some Kettle One.
We talking about.
Well, he's gonna want a second date.
Just any man. A man that you think you like a little bit.
What was the last time you planned a date for somebody?
There would not be a second date because I've seen Rocco.
I can't hear you.
One.
He just said it wouldn't be a second date because you still drunk from your Kettle One.
So when was the last time you planned a date? What was it about? So did you plan a date recently? You want to take somebody out? Who was it? What was it? Did you plan a date?
I haven't planned a date in a long time, girl. But
don't say bitches be lying. You can't be lying on.
I said that wrong.
You did.
Y'all ladies be lying.
But
I'm not lying about anything.
I'd have
I'd
have had a drink or two. I apologize to the women.
That's why he can't drink on the. I'm sorry about that, ladies. It's why
I ain't even drinking. I just drank some coffee. You know.
He thinks I can't drink. Here's it. And we're not lying. We're telling the truth. I mean, what would you plan? I know my. If I was to plan a date for somebody, if I was to plan a date,
sound like a sugar mama.
If I would plan a date, I would again be in my house. I work too much. You want to come over? If I like you enough, I'm having you over. We're gonna barbecue. We're gonna have a couple of drinks. We're gonna watch some TV.
You know what if people don't eat everybody cooking?
That's
so why would you cook for a person?
Because you know what?
You don't know what they eat.
You want to know why?
You don't know what they eat. So why would you say you'll cook for them?
But here's the thing. You know why? Because my love language is cooking. If I love you and I care about you enough, I'm gonna cook for you.
That's your love. That's your love.
That's my love. I'll feed you. I'll feed you all day long.
So your hoo-ha is not your love language.
No, my hoo-ha is not my love language. I care if I feed you. That means if I spend time cooking for you, and I plan a meal, that means I'm really into you. That's what it means. It's to me that's the best thing that anybody could ever do for me. It's the best thing I could ever do for anybody. That means everything to me.
Bullshit.
It's not bullshit. It's not bullshit.
I was sneezing.
It's not bullshit. You can talk to anybody I've dated. I can put anyone on the phone right now. When I'm into them, that's exactly what we did. That's exactly. Come on over. I'll make you dinner. Come on over. That was everything. They sat in the kitchen while I made dinner.
When did you start that?
Well, I
Last
tried.
week?
I tried it once.
I mean, when she called me over the first time, she was cooking.
Yeah.
Y'all was dating?
She
Well,
said we're
no,
not
but
dating
that's-
no more.
No,
But
that's my love language. When I care about you, I'll cook for you. I
Y'all
don't
didn't
care.
sizzle, did you?
No.
Not the
You
first
didn't.
date.
So sex. So what y'all saying? Sex is out on the first date.
No,
we're
we're
not
not
saying
we're not
that.
saying that. What we saying is
So y'all saying y'all will go.
it depends on the person and the
Depends on what you want.
situation.
So if I take you out, get you a little wine, get you a little dinner,
If I'm feeling
get you a
you,
little warm.
She's saying she'll do whatever she wants to do when she wants to do it.
right? Like I'm not gonna see what everybody on the first date. But if I
Right.
really feel
If I
you and
like
I
you,
really
I'm
want to
thinking-
fuck with you,
Y'all gonna go if I take you out.
first of all, you're not gonna demand me to do shit.
You
Okay?
gonna go.
You gonna go? You gonna get beat up, so you might as well get out.
I ain't gonna be that type of boy. But I might have to talk you out of them clothes.
Mm.
All right. So
You
final
know what a
thoughts
man
on-
looking for on a date anyways. I don't know why y'all goddamn tiptoeing around the truth. You know when he take you out, he want a little shot.
Well, that's the idea. So women want the same thing. The idea is you date with intentions. You date to have sex. You date to have intentions. The potential of it is there. If I'm going on a date with you, I'm thinking about having sex with you. 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 12, I'm thinking
But
about
you
having sex
said
with
you'd be upset if I turned you down though.
Well, yeah, you can't tell me. She'll turn me down.
Why?
I don't remember last time. I don't think a man's ever turned me
It
down.
ain't made of gold, is it?
Well, you'll never find out, will you?
I don't know.
I thought it was platinum.
Thank you.
Shit.
Thank you.
Just the kind you can't scratch.
Oh.
That's right.
I'm just saying.
Anyways, final thoughts on first dates. And then we get to hear Lily's going to tell us on her. She got another first date coming up, and we'll hear about that next week. Maybe she'll have a second
We
date.
wrapping up.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to say?
Just tell me the topic one more time. All I heard was first date.
It was your topic.
I made it up.
Yeah.
Okay, so give
First
it to me
impression,
again.
lasting regrets. Dude, first impressions on the first date, are they important?
Right. So, what do you say? Are they important or not?
First impressions on a first date is important because your first impression is your lasting impression with a person. So if you go into it with a fucked up attitude, they gonna think you have a fucked up attitude and they just not gonna deal with you. But if you go in there with high hopes, good spirits, they might think that it's something potential that could be there.
Let me
hate
ask
first
this
dates.
though. What if you just truly attracted to this person and the date was bad?
So if I'm truly attracted to the person, I would
Then
let
it's
them.
not a bad date.
It's not a bad date.
You can't have bad
Because
dates.
you-
You
hold on.
can.
No,
If you're
I'm
really
It
saying-
still be a
somebody-
bad date.
but I'm saying why I can't. If I'm truly attracted to you and I love being in your presence
That's
and
right.
everything else,
There's no bad
it's
date.
nothing. It's not bad. It might the surrounding might have been bad, but just me being in your presence and you being with me,
Yep.
we had a good date.
Yep.
We
Especially
could have
Amen.
been on.
But what if we were around my family that was on some bullshit, or my friends that was on some bullshit?
Well,
But you totally attracted to me. The
right?
attraction.
No,
But
I'm
what
telling
I
you.
So the attraction counts.
Well, see, the
On the
attraction
first
does
date.
count. But if that's the situation and you're around somebody and your family on some bullshit, first of all, you bringing me there, get me out the bullshit.
I understand.
And that is what's gonna make me attracted to you even more because that's when your protective instinct kicks in. That means I know I'm protected and I'm secure.
So attraction count on the first date.
Yeah, hell yeah. That shit count when I meet you.
Robin, go ahead. Wrap up. Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
Did you fall asleep?
No, I was just sitting here listening.
Okay, good. You gonna wrap it up? Go ahead.
Um,
What was your remark?
I think that first impressions do matter, and first dates. It seems like we should not go to an ice cream shop, and
What if it was 100 degrees outside?
it would be
Go
different
ahead.
if it was super hot, but
My bad. Go ahead.
in the middle of winter, that sounds crazy. But you should definitely give him a second chance. Just make sure you let him know that dinner means like a meal, not ice cream. But first impressions, I think, do matter. But at the same time, if you're really interested in someone, you can allow some allowances because if you care about somebody, even if they make a bad first impression, you should always give somebody the benefit of the doubt. You never know what's going on in everyone's personal day. There could be 10 million things going on that day. They may have just lost their shit, and you never know how the next day is going to end up. So, and you might miss out on someone really great. So second chances, no regrets.
I agree with you. I think it's hard not to find anybody nowadays that you actually want to go on a date with. It's hard. It's like there's people you say, okay, maybe, but to somebody to actually take the initiative, go on a date with somebody and give up your time for somebody else, that's hard to find. So if things aren't perfect, they're not perfect, and that's okay because you have to overlook that in order to keep it moving. The fact is, you're interested in somebody, you just keep it moving. I don't think there's a right or wrong way. I do love a courtship. I do like the anticipation of something new. I love the honeymoon phase because I think it can be an addiction even. But I'll have sex when I want to have sex. I'll date how I want to date. And I'm grown. I pay my own bills. I pay taxes sometimes.
Let me tell you something, people that.
Sometimes, seriously, sometimes I pay my taxes. Sometimes I don't.
Well, I think it's different for men and women. Because a man can have a bad first date, he'll try again because he's interested.
Because he wants to get home.
Right. I mean,
He
it doesn't
wants- at the
matter
end
what
of the day,
he
He
wants.
want to touch.
But see,
it,
I think a woman, she'll go off on first date and think, this ain't it. I'm not gonna deal with him. And blah blah this. Cause the phone ringing, the dating scene is different now. You stay on your phone. The phone keep ringing. But a man will give a woman more of a benefit of a doubt on the first date than a woman will give him. A man will go on 2 or 3 bad dates.
See, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on the first date because I'm
A
still
man
trying to get
is-
to know you.
a
I don't know
man-
if I really like you yet.
But for one,
Second date-
he asks you out because he really want a shot anyway. He like, if something about you he like. And you also, you might make him warm on the inside. So I'm thinking like, hey, a man to give you a benefit of the doubt on a bad date more than a woman
Depends how
will.
bad it was.
I mean,
Nothing's gonna be perfect.
I don't think the first date should count because you really don't know each
You're
other.
right.
But
You don't know what you like to do.
Your first date ain't gonna be perfect. Your third date ain't gonna be perfect. Hell, your relationship
I mean,
might not be perfect.
Try having sex for the first time.
If you
That's always a mess. You never have sex. Sex is good for the first time. You have good sex the first time.
lies.
Your sex for the first time was always a mess.
I mean, you don't know what. I mean, no, it's not always a mess. You have sex. I mean, it's okay.
No, some women think they know what they're doing and they don't, and then the guy has to show them, hey.
I'm about to say sex the
I
first
got
time.
you.
Neither one of y'all don't know each other.
Exactly.
So y'all
Sex is
figuring it
never
out.
good.
That
No,
don't
sex
make,
is never
no,
good.
you can't say
No,
it's
but it's
good.
not. I mean, it's not good.
Oh no, it's not. It's not. That's not good. But it's not good. You have sex. It's like okay, you'll know if you want to hit it again. I've had sex that's been
You know
terrible.
you
Like what
want
the
it.
hell?
You want to hit again.
Not in the same night. That was somebody else.
Mm.
But I kept hitting when I started hitting it. When I kept hitting it, I kept hitting it, kept hitting it. I was a
You
major
just ain't
league
had the
slugger.
right cat to get on that for the first time.
You ain't had the right person to scratch it like a cat.
Yeah.
Meow.
Get that itch. You'll get that itch.
Anyways, me and my itchy hua are gonna sign out for the night. It was nice. I don't know what Wednesday's topic is about. Thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you 478 for making us make sense.
I think we need to revisit this when we have a few more men on.
We don't have many men on. Oh, you were late.
The fuck
No,
you
I'm just saying we
talking
don't have any besides you. You were late, and
She said many men on.
he was late for the date.
That sound like any.
She
I
said
mean,
many.
so it's a problem if I'm late for the date.
But you always late.
I mean,
Might have to get some gas. I might
You know
have
what,
bought
though?
you some flowers and it took too long.
We
You
talk
know-
about you late for everything. Hell, you gonna be late to your own damn funeral. We all gonna be sitting there
Every
crying.
time I
You know how
want
you
to
do
be
it?
late.
You know how you do it though? You tell him he has to be there. What time to start? It starts at 6, and it really starts at 8.
He be on time then when he walking in.
That's
how it
Ain't
works.
10.
That's how you work. That's how you do it. I figured
Good
that
night,
out.
ladies and gentlemen.
Anyways, it's been nice seeing us. It's been nice talking to us. It's nice seeing everybody here. Thank you, Robin. I agree with you. I don't know. We didn't. This went to the I hate first date kind of show. So
I
I'll
don't hate first dates.
No, either do I. But I don't want to date. I hate dating.
I don't mind. I don't mind dating.
It's necessary. It's so fucking necessary.
I don't mind dating.
We did a topic for Wednesday. Wednesday's topic. I'm yawning.
We have no idea. But we'll figure it out tomorrow.
If y'all don't listen to us again, happy Thanksgiving. Be safe.
Yes.
We'll see you on Wednesday night.
Happy
Naughty nights on Wednesday.
Thanksgiving. From our families to yours.
Good night.
Good night.